If you're responsible for people on an open field, you already know the hard part isn't noticing a storm, it's deciding quickly when to pull everyone off and when it's actually safe to come back. And that decision comes up a lot more than most people think. It's not just Friday night under the lights, it's the 7 a.m. practice, the JV game, the youth league that rented the field, and the summer camp that's out there on the same afternoon a cell pops up over the county. For a high school athletic director, that's thousands of people in your bleachers and on your sidelines over a season. For a Parks and Rec department, it's a dozen sites across the city. And your primary patrons are kids, with their parents in the stands watching how you handle it. Nobody gets to schedule around weather that changes by the hour. So you need something that you can trust to make the same call, the same way, on every field, every time. So how do you choose a lightning detection system for sports fields that does all of that reliably? Well, in this video, we'll show you what to look out for when choosing a system and which one is objectively the best out of the bunch. Let's start with the floor, free weather apps. To be fair, they're not totally useless. A free app is a decent indicator that lightning is in the area, but that's all it ever is, an awareness tool. It was never built to run a safety protocol. Start with timing. A lot of these apps refresh on a delay to keep data costs down, so what you're looking at may already be a few minutes old. And this isn't us just saying it. The National Federation of State High School Associations, whose lightning guidelines most states follow, warns that phone apps can be inaccurate about where a strike actually hit and can lag several minutes behind. But here's the part that gets overlooked. Even once you decide to clear the field, you're the one who has to tell everybody. You're calling the other coach, flagging down the officials, getting on the PA, texting the guy at the far diamond. That's minutes you don't have at the exact moment you're needed everywhere at once. And you're doing it while somebody in the bleachers is holding up a different app saying the storm is 20 miles out. Now you're not executing a safety plan, you're arguing about one. So a real lightning detection system for a sports field needs 4 things. 1, where the data comes from. The strongest systems pull from ground-based sensor networks that pinpoint each strike to within about the length of a football field. Crowdsourced and satellite data can be off by miles or arrive late. 2, it makes the call in both directions. Plenty of tools warn you when lightning is close. Far fewer tell you when it's safe to return, and that's the decision people rush. 3, it covers fields nobody's standing on. Practice fields across campus, sites across the city. If protection depends on someone being there to see the alert, the unstaffed field isn't protected. 4, it fits your policy and proves you followed it. Your radius and your return to play timer should match your state, league, or city rules, not a default you can't change. And every alert and all clear should be logged automatically. That's the standard. Hold anything you're considering against it. Now, what does it look like when something actually does all 4? It looks like Perry weather. It's a Tuesday in August. JV game on the stadium field, 2 practices on the backfield, a cell building 20 miles southwest. Nobody's watching the radar because nobody has to. The radius was set once to match state policy. When lightning crosses that line, everything happens at the same moment. The horn sounds at all 3 fields, including the back ones with no staff. A strobe goes with it for anyone who can't hear it, and every phone that needs to know goes off at once. Coaches, officials, the AD, whoever's on the list. No phone tree, no one is running cross campus, and nobody is holding up a different app arguing about it, because everyone got the same alert from the same source at the same second. Then, the 30-minute clock starts on its own. Another strike inside the radius, it resets. And once it hits 0, the all clear goes out, same horn, same phones. And all of it gets written down without anyone writing it down. Every alert, every all clear, time-stamped. If a call is ever questioned, that record is your answer. For a parks department, it's the same thing at a different scale. 12 sites, 20, 40, each with its own hardware and its own policy settings, all on one screen. The soccer complex across town gets the identical protection to the field outside your office, whether or not anyone from your staff is there that afternoon. And when a parent asks why the rec league got pulled at 6:15, you have the timestamp. And that's the whole point. It's not a better radar screen to stare at. It's a judgment call lifted off a coach or a parks crew standing out in the weather and made automatic everywhere at once. The links below break down how lightning detection works and the sensor network behind it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.